Hello, people. This is the Black Glove Gamer, and I'm coming to you with a review of Tabletop Gods. Released January 7th, 2019. Developed by Ghostfish. I said bye-bye. Developed by Ghostfish Games and published by Other Ocean Group. Now, this is a VR strategy game. Real time at that. It works for the HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, Windows Mixed Reality, and everything in between. Also, you can flat game on it, which is very, very interesting. I haven't tried that yet, but I will in the future. Currently, you have single player, practice, and they do have multiplayer. I wasn't able to get into a multiplayer match, unfortunately, but hopefully in the future, I'll either be able to play online against someone else, or it'll just be me and Little J battling for survival. Now, currently you either play with humans or the undead. You got the tabletop thing going. The single player has several different play modes, styles or whatnot. You have war, where you have towers. You start with a certain amount, so does the opponent, and whoever loses the most towers by the end of the third round, because there's 3 rounds, loses. Or if you destroy all the person's towers before that, then they lost. You also have another mode by the name, which is gone. It's freaking gone. No, never mind. Orderly destruction. That's where they're numbered and you have to go about it in order. You also have Kill the King. Kill the King. The king hides in one of the towers, and if you're able to get the towers down to a certain health percentage, it'll reveal where the king is, and then you can go ahead and destroy the tower where the king is at. Now, if you fail to do so, at the end of the round, the king can move to another tower and then rinse and repeat. During the single player campaign, I came across an opponent. He knew what I was going to do before I did it. He was charismatic. His troops were willing to throw their lives away for him. It was a brutal, bloody battle. I lost thousands against this individual. I did my best. I was thrown against the wall fighting him. And in that moment, I looked and saw that I had 6 things of mana available. And you want to know what happens when you have mana available and your back is against the wall? This happens. Okay. Well, anyway. Now, during the game, at the beginning of the round, you can set up traps. You have a certain amount of mana available. Mana is going to be used to summon your creatures or set up traps prior to the game. And it was fun. You set your traps up, start the game, and then from there, you when you're spawning your soldiers or archers or giants or whatever, everything has a different casting cost. That's another thing. I wasn't able, because I was used to playing Brass Tactics. I did play a lot of that, and with Brass Tactics, you can direct your units to attack a certain thing or stay or whatever. With this, it's more so it's just you drop them, and then they go about and do whatever. Some units will move, some don't. Like your archers, they'll stay in place. They're not gonna run around and try to attack anything. They'll sit there and defend, and they'll shoot from a distance. Your soldiers will. Your soldiers will go forward. Giant will go forward. There's a couple other characters that will. And the game is very fast paced. Like with me and Lil J, when we play Brass Tactics, we done had hour and a half long matches. This not so much. It's going to be a few minutes. Like it's a few minutes per round because they're timed. And another thing is, now I do think Brass Tactics visually is better, but then again, this doesn't look bad either. I think it looks pretty good. It's just different. It's just a different style to it, but it's still nice. Currently, it's priced at $19.99. I really wish I could have seen what's going on with the multiplayer, because I don't know if my computer was just having connection issues, or if there's just not many people playing the multiplayer, which would be unfortunate, because I think this will be really fun, and it doesn't seem like it takes that much time as far as when you're into the game to actually play. I think it's a buy. They're still adding things. They're adding different, from what I read, they're going to be adding different units. It's going to be different traps. Maybe they'll even add different, instead of it just being humans and undead, maybe they'll have other races. Maybe there'll be like a beast race or something along those lines. But this is the Black Glove Gamer. I hope that this review helped you make a decision. Oh, one more thing. There wasn't a tutorial. There was no tutorial for it. I looked. I was like, okay. The only way I found out how to play was going into practice and actually learning that way. It wasn't bad. You kind of, after you play for a little bit, you get what you have to do. But at the same time, I was like, I kind of wish it had a tutorial to it. Either way, this is the Black Glove Gamer. Like, subscribe, share, and I'm out.